from Isongedeni Falcon College, who went down to Peterhouse last weekend at home. St. John's will be wanting to make it third time lucky and get friend, Busters, and Zimbabwean rugby legend and commentator Jan Ferreira.
Hey, Robbie, what an absolute spectacle. Hey, lucky to check the batted millies. Oh, cropped the ball nice and deep. It's Moyo who finds his opposite number. Actually, it's Tadiwa Maja, the old captain of St. John's, and the ball gets flicked out to the number 7 at Robbie.
Yeah, massive hit coming in from Manyoa, meeting him on the gain line and absolutely putting his body on the line there. Some nice big hits coming in the first minute here, Jan.
Jeez, Robbie. No, I think it's Matthew Miller, the tight head, and he's a very tall timber. I mean, he could almost be in the second row. Tell us about the ref today.
Well, what would you like to know about the ref?
They carry whistles, Rob.
Yeah.
It's like a little vuvuzela bopper to its fed by Bachelor. Bachelor get to Moyo. Moyo changes direction. Moyo's getting on the outside. He tries to skin his man. Has he kept the ball alive? He has, and it's a great cover tackle by Bachelor.
Completely smashed the St. John's player into touch, and yeah, here we go.
So,
it's,
Rob,
Falcon ball.
Before your number 1 haircut, what kind?
Absolutely not.
Right, so I'm not too sure what the ref's calling. It might be a bit of a knock-on infringement. Yes, it looks like it's exactly
knock-on
that. It's St. John's, their scrum half, tight stirrup, looking to feed Malachi Burrell, who's going to... No, ball goes to the centre. St. John's decide to play one phase. Carried up there by Majga. No, referee has deemed that there's an early break. Illegal scrumming, standing up at...
Problem last week with the ball almost hitting us every kick. I think it's not going to... Cameraman?
No, don't worry, Rob. I've got hands like...
He had a really good game last week against Prince Edward.
Right, Manning. Falcon, they're moving around. It's a 3-1-3 setup, and it's stolen in the Mube, carrying it forward. It's a nice, strong carry, but St. John's all over it, and they're contesting one of these breakdowns.
All those hands of Moyo, just that touch and pass.
Tekede has moved from his favourite position at fullback into the outside centre. Machaka has had to shift to the wing. Lovely band we got going here, Rob.
It's good to see Samuel Edwards, the captain, back. He took quite a big knock on his shoulder last week, but
down, and it's a big tackle in the midfield. Oh, it's a massive carry by the, I think that's the number 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Unlucky, because Zimbabwe looks like he's got some wheels to burn.
Yeah, and when you've got to catch him, you're probably going to have to do some work to bring him down. He's a big unit. He's even older brother, Delroy Sibanda. Both of them. Rugby is in that family, I tell you what, Robbie. So
it's all guys that have come out of Metland.
And a stirrup, he has no problem slotting that between the uprights, and St. John's take the early lead.
It's a lovely strike there by Stirrup.
It's them 3 points and a lot of field possession and momentum. So hopefully Falcon can work on it and they can stay down that end. However, St. John's on the other side, they're on the...
Pretty much equal, Jan, if you look at where we are with the time gone.
Right, well, Tekede, he drills it deep and he finds Stirrup. Stirrup the scrum half, carrying it nice and hot, looking to try and dig that out. And the referee has found another infringement yet again. Falcon are offsides.
Or just now, the ref's not taking any nonsense.
I think the big issue here is that it is Falcon and the referee is not just... And just
lovely kick.
Oh, it's a wonderful kick, eh, Rob?
Well, for forwards, Jan, you're not...
going backwards.
Big units like to move forward, and let me tell you that St. John's forward pack is looking mobile.
I mean, nothing flash, just keep it simple. Anyways, Falcon steal that line out, and we see old Bachelor ended up on his backside. Now Moyo carrying it nice and strong for a fly-off. Right, Sibanda keeps the ball in. He finds Tekede. Tekede staying in. He does well to stay in field. However, Tekede... Right, it's another intercept. Falcon pressing hard in defense, doing a lot of defensive work off the line. Ball comes out. Bachelor digs it out. Tekere could go all the way. Tekere scores in the corner.
Brilliant try. Absolutely class coming through from Falcon. It was that straighten up, and it was try time.
Yeah, St. John's a little bit of honeypotting in defense. They might have to do a bit of looking up. I'm sure that their scrum half will be seething right now. Be chaffed with a little bit of... flash and finesse shown by his boys.
Well, just looking at that passing, the passing in front of the man, it's so important. A lot of our teams are getting put under pressure by that pass. Try time, right in front of him. He had the pace, he had the speed, and he was out of here.
It looks like Tekede is going to be taking the kick. I must say, old Mukumba, he is an interesting fella.
Let's just check the replay coming up here. Pretty well there, Jan. So
Yeah, he's one to watch, Robbie. I tell you what, old Mukumba, as I was saying, I think Mukumba was the soccer first team captain. Ball comes out and Runyowa tries to gather. It's a little bit tatty by Falcon. Dug out by Batchelor. Batchelor to Moyo. Moyo finds some of his big men. He finds McCachnie in the center field. McCachnie carrying it hard. Batchelor digs it out. Moyo with a bit of dancing feet. He gets through the St. John's defense. One hand offload. Finds Runyowa. Runyowa cleans up. Runyowa to McCachnie. McCachnie to Ndlovu. Ndlovu's being held up powerfully by...
And he's a good player, Parole. He gets stuck in. This is a Robert Hutchins taking it up.
Oh, and Falcon getting over that ball, and they've done well to avoid a penalty. Stirrup to Burrell. But Ngube is all over him. It's a massive hit in the midfield. And the contact is... There's some...
They're doing some solid work and in the lineouts as well. The back line is exciting me of Falcon. Let me tell you that number 10, Moyo, is going to create havoc if that.
Standing tackler. And we've seen him do some damage this season, Rob.
He times his tackles right as well, and he just gets you where it hurts the most.
And Manyakara, I see they click on the day. Be careful, some rib breakers.
Yeah.
Sorry, some rib ticklers coming in there.
We just want to say welcome to Super Sport Schools, CBZ.
Robbie, I'm absolutely loving this. What good humor this is. And Zimbabwe rugby is alive and healthy, I tell you what.
It is. It's been exciting stuff just to see the spirit and the play. I mean, there's talent here in Zimbabwe.
A lot of
Plenty.
similarities.
Looking at it here, this is top class rugby for here in Zimbabwe for sure.
That guy, what a vibe. Oh, he's held on to the ball. No, he's rolled one too many times. And St. John's have come out there with an outstanding piece of defense, Rob.
Yeah, it's you know, this 15, he is a stalwart. He was hard last week against Prince Edward. He's doing some more work here.
Sibanda's an absolute brute. They got to roll away. And Falcon, they secure ball. Batchelor digs it out. Batchelor to Moyo. Moyo to Messi, and St. John's have done well to get the ball. Ball comes to Kruger. Kruger's got one to beat. Kruger steps inside, but he's gathered.
Well, Jan, that Sabanda got the ball, went down. Incredible clean out and seal by Tekede. And that next 20 is going to go into that changing room with a positive.
I tell you what, Robbie, I'm really enjoying this bottled river water. By Batchelor. Batchelor gets it out to the back of the scrum. Digs it out, finds Moyo. Getting one on the outside, he finds Huggins Machaka. Machaka goes down, great tackle by Tadiwa Majga. Tell you what.
He's exciting.
And Tekede is most dangerous when his opposite number, Kruger, is not they've definitely done their homework on this one.
And what I like about Tekede is he can link up with the wingers. That pass coming from
last week against Peterhouse, where it was quite a tatty game from both teams. And I must say, we're seeing
last week, and that was a bone-crunching game.
Knock, but he's bounced back onto his feet. Thank heaven he's got his calf protectors up, but not his school socks. Sis on him. That's his. Those are horsemen. I hated those.
No, those were horrible.
Right, Runyowa with his throw to the line out. Looks like they're going to go to the middle or tail. No, decoy, double decoy, spin to the front. Ball goes right through the hands of Brebner. St. John's come away with the ball, capitalizing on Falcon's error. Ball comes out, bit of interesting stuff. Referee going to consult with his assistant. Is there any infringement here? Because otherwise, there's no reason not to award that try. Oh, and Falcon, a speculator.
It is try time here on home soil for St. John's. They'll be wanting to get behind those poles, Jan, and zone.
I tell you what, St. John's had literally just done so well to capitalize on Falcon's errors in their line-out, and I think Derek Chiwara will still be ruining Falcon's line-out woes. And St. John's just gave it away. Oh, it's a great pity on their part, and it's putting them under a lot more pressure.
Yeah, Rob, that is unfortunate then.
I tell you what, I have to give a shout out. He has nurtured and guided. And the other one is ex-referee Mr. Jacques Nell, who's now also at Falcon.
Okay.
So what a wealth of experience
Brilliant.
to start training their thirds.
Brilliant.
30 thirds, being trained by an ex-referee. They're going to know their rules.
We've got a game on our hands here.
I tell you what, Rob. All I'm looking for is I'm trying to find Doug Travella. He usually supports the tightest outfits designed to be baggy. And Glove, who's done very well to regather that. It's a good kick-off by. He's got the gas.
Champagne.
Bachelor.
Champagne.
Bachelor back into Runyowa.
Champagne.
Carrying the ball. Runyowa doesn't get the offload. Picked up there by Moyle. And now Greaves over the ball. Bachelor digs it out, looking for a halfback. Sends it out, finds Runyowa again. Runyowa has got Ngube outside him. Ngube goes in for the clean. Bachelor deflects it around to one of his front rankers. St. John's all over it. No, but the ball comes back. Moyle decides to change direction. No, it's not Moyle, that's Tekere. Tekere carrying strong. St. John's, they've turned over the ball. A bit of an error on Falcon's part. Oh, that's a high shot.
That's a high
there.
tackle, that.
I think, no,
Inside.
Joshua Galant recycles the ball. Stirrup finds Edwards. Edwards drops it off to the number 1, Hutchings. Hutchings is a big man.
Oh, he's a beast.
McCaffney's all over it. McCaffney trying to Burrell to the centres. Burrell gets it off to Manyakara, who's met well in defence. Falcon folding around the corner. They're flirting with the offside line. It's a massive hit by St. John's, by the number 12, sorry, Ngube. Big carry. Falcon shooting hard. And that man's head, it's Machahunguta. Stirrup, looking for men on the outside. He finds Stevens. Then it eventually gets to Burrell. Burrell spills it, and it's picked up by I think, who has picked it up? Runyowa, who's picked it up. The flight legs, one-on-one with the fullback, and Glovu goes one way, and that's straight. And it's a good clean out, good support. That ball looks like it's out. Referee agrees. Right, now we've got the number 7, Mukumba, sorry, it's number 6. He's got to pick up the ball. And Greaves making his weight felt in the midfield, supported well there by McCaffney. And the referee has deemed that St. John's have flirted with the offside line too much. And it's a quick tap by Mukumba. Mukumba takes it all the way to the line. Has Mukumba got all the way? No, he hasn't. It's a held up. So I think that's going to be... No, referee is going to have a
Bringing you Zimbabwe school sport and rugby in particular. And let me tell you, watching this, it's exciting stuff to see what we're producing. That number 10, Moyo from Falcon, is top class. He is top class.
I think St. John's are missing a little bit of an energy, Rob. And they're going to have to dig deep and find some motivation because Falcon are playing all the rugby at the moment.
Having a chat with Doug just before the game, he was saying that they had a couple of injuries, a number of injuries, he was saying, at 10 as well, which unfortunately the depth isn't there at the moment, but they are working on it. Good under 16s coming through St. John's. But Falcon's bringing it on here at St. John's College. Home.
To step up, and the onus is now on them to step up and make it count. You know, usually it's a low 6 or someone from the next year, and they've got in our feature.
Well, you take your chances when you're given them.
So it looks like Galant, am I not mistaken here, Rob?
Joshua Galant.
Yeah, he's coming off looking a little bit pain across the field, and then Ngube, he loops on. Moyle sells a dummy.
Brilliant.
Moyle's almost through the gap. It's wonderful defense there by Kruger. And he's wrapped up and the ball comes out. It's a loose ball. St. John's is a bit of a wrestle and a scuffle on the far side. Referee's blown the whistle, but I don't know if the players have heard it. And it's pandemonium breaking out now. The Harare boys against the battered Millie.
Moyo, and then pass to Ngube, I think it was, and he wrapped around, and then the gap just opened. He's just got so much pace, that first 5 on his speed. He's just got that change in pace and his step.
Yeah,
he is...
I could step you on your front doormat, Rob. Mother. Going well there on the far side, Robbie.
Well, they say rugby's not tiddlywinks.
No. Look, if, they say that also rugby's not a contact sport. Dancing's a contact sport. Rugby's a physical sport, ladies and gentlemen.
Very true. And we feel it now, Jan, at our age.
I don't know about you, Rob. I was fit during my... Okay, so it's a reset scrum. Not great scrum time maneuvers. Bachelor looking, he's got a full back line. They've loaded the back line on the left, and in fact I wouldn't be surprised if Huggins Machaka joined the back line. You know what? The river water from the north keeps hitting our table and it's disappearing. It's so hot here. It's almost evaporating.
There's excitement. There's certainly excitement here with this big game here at St. John's. St. John's reeling from a very difficult 2 games. Can they bounce back? I certainly think they can, but this...
Tekere takes it to the line, and the ball spills out, and it's a bit of a clean-up job by Tekere. Tekere gets involved. No, it's not Tekere, sorry. Apologies, that's Ngube. Ngube having to do a bit of clean-up work. And the ball gets taken in by Falcon, and St. John's breathe a sigh of relief through outside.
The communication was there, drifting, moving across, one man in. So they certainly are working on that defense, and they've actually saved a couple of tries because Moyo and Tekere are just creating havoc in that fly-off midfield centre.
Back, using those words quite a lot. You literally want to pick and go with your number 8.
Absolutely.
They do exactly that. However, you can't get his arms free. He's wrapped up by Burton. Ball comes out. It's big carry by Hutchins. Hutchins, he's been the go-to man for the physical powerhouse job. Oh, and there's a bit of a dance in the center field, and he can't get away from McCartney. Burrell sends it out wide. He finds Kruger. Kruger is nice and strong on his feet. However, Falcon flirt.
Gets that little bit of brilliance there, Jan, and then it's going to be a change in the game. But, yeah, boys doing well.
Yeah, I think that's
a good game.
Huntsman Greaves is going to have to chat to his men in the trenches here because they're flirting with it like there's no talent out at Falcon. So, offside line is not a chick that you flirt with, boys.
Oh, it's a lovely kick.
Defense into offense with effectiveness.
This Anthony Manning, he just doesn't stop running. I watched him last week. Watching him now, he just runs everywhere. He's first at every single breakdown.
Falcon getting the numbers wrong. St. John's look like they're going to the middle of the line out, and it's poached in the front by Brebner. Carried by Moyle. Dangerous day for them against St. John's.
Well, we're sitting 12-3. Jan, they're going to put it into the corner. They have got a good forward drive. Have St. John's.
I think St. John's' biggest weapon is their tactics. Rob, they are so clinically tactical, usually. And today, I think it's just the bounce of the rubber, the green, basically. It hasn't gone their way. The ball been squirting out of rucks. Falcon has done an immense job of turning those rucks into an absolute dog show.
Well, let's look here now. I mean, this is a big, big line-out. They've got to secure possession, come down and set it up. That's not going to work.
And Stevens, he taps it down, and now it's that man, Mukumba. Mukumba carries it forward, dug out by Batchelor. Batchelor, he finds Ngube. Ngube kicks it into space, but he's met there by Doran. Oh, and Doran lets it bounce, and it shibobos him.
Falcon just doesn't seem to be making a wrong move right now. Every single thing they're doing is constructive, it's precise. I mean, you look at that, that's a 40-meter kick all the way down, and it's taken them now over the 10-yard. And St. John's ball.
I think Falcon have found a bit of a confidence and a calmness, Rob, and their game's starting to reflect that.
Absolutely.
Right, we watch for Manning as he's trying to find his jumper. St. John's have got very tactical lineouts, and they go back to the front. No, it's a decoy again. Falcon putting jumpers up in the air. It's wonderful stuff, but however, it's knocked on by Runyowa. St. John's should come away with it. The box kick by Stirrup. Stirrup kicks it all the way back, finds Machaka. No, referee says that's not good enough advantage, and so he's going to call them back for the scrap.
Yeah, and I'm old school. You know, when your lineouts aren't working, go back to standard 2-ball. Get that ball going, get in front of the other jumper, bring it down and consolidate.
I agree with you, Rob. Also, that's the best about that is you give your hooker some confidence to nail those front balls, and you know, action beats reaction, Rob. So if everyone does their job, there's no ways they can get poached. Right, well, let's hope that St. John's can get that together. Otherwise, this is going to be a very one-sided affair because their set pieces, besides their scrums, have been a little bit tatty.
I think there's big expectations here on this team.
Oh, it's a powerful run by Machingu Wuta. Burrell digs it out. Sorry,
brilliant.
Stirrup.
Brilliant.
And he finds Kruger. Kruger breaks the line. Kruger's got a couple of men speed. He's got some gas, but he's wrapped up from behind, and it's Moyo who chased well, and Tegeta who's over the ball. No, Stirrup digs it out. Finds Stevens. Stevens chucks a Hail Mary. Picks up his center, Manyakara. Manyakara made in defense by Runyowa. Recycle ball. Oh, that's hands in the ruck. Side entry.
Absolutely.
That's a little bit cynical by Falcon. And then they take it quickly. That could be a card. McCartney could find himself in hot soup for that.
Well, Jan, that was a very good call by the ref. Falcon coming in from the side.
Yeah, no, I think Mawere had a bit of a mainframe fade there. The software damage.
He probably thought, oh, I'm tired now, let me have a break.
Right.
It's
so
going to cost him 3 points.
Yeah, that's it. St. John's are going to just make the scoreboard start putting some pressure. 2 penalties more than a missed conversion, hey?
Yeah. If they can get 3 points on the board now and then come back, we were on time here. It's we've got a game on our hands here, and St. John's going to be reeling. They're going to be reeling to get back. It's a home game.
Right. So Falcon has St. John's dented that confidence and calmness of theirs, Rob? Will Stirrup keep his nerve? It's bang in front of the poles, about 35 meters out.
Lovely.
Looks good, and
Lovely.
Stirrup turns around immediately. Very happy with the way that ball traveled, Robbie.
Yeah, he hits that ball so nicely. Straight down, head down, follow through. He was hitting it well last week as well, but that really was a great strike.
That's lacquer when a little scrum off actually shows up the fly off. Actually, there's nothing good about that, Rob.
Oh, second team game as well. The youngster was kicking really well for Falcon as well.
Yeah, well,
Number 9.
Tell you what, well done on Old Stirrup. That's excellent kick there. He's brought St. John's back into this game, turned it into a 6-point affair. Ball goes nice and deep. And the return kick by Majga. Kicks it towards the touchline. Picked up by Bachelor. Bachelor back into Moyo. Moyo skip pass out to Tekere. Tekere finds Sibanda, who's off his wing. Sibanda crashes. Nice, big, bulky winger there. Forwards get over the ball. Waiting for Bachelor. It's a bit of how's it? Ball comes out. Moyo. Moyo's got footwork and it Greaves into a gap. Greaves then finds Mukumba. Mukumba has got a couple of men outside him. Mukumba with a basketball pass and he bogs it. Unfortunately, Sibanda can't hold it.
Well, that was a bit of rugby, water polo, basketball, all in one, Mum.
I tell you what, yeah, they're bringing all the skills to the table, everything they know. It's wonderful rugby. St. John's, again, Rob, I think there's going to be stern words spoken at half-time.
Game at 12-6 here, St. John's against Falcon. Falcon from Matland. And St. John's here locally, Harare, Zimbabwe. It's a big game. Well, if you just joined us, welcome to Super Sport Schools. Brought to you by CBZ Bank.
Nice deep kick, fielded by Moyo. Moyo back inside to Tegere. Tegere's got a bit of, he's got some hip movement flying there. He wasn't held in the tackle. Tries to recycle the ball. It's a loose play. St. John's might come away with it. St. John's have come away with it. And Bachelor making a nuisance of himself at the breakdown. Ball comes out, Stirrup, box kick. Out to Sibanda. Sibanda's going to have to go high. He's unchallenged. Sibanda, footwork. He starts making his bulk, do some counting. And he's joined into the ruck behind Glovu. Good tackle by Stirrup. Stirrup wraps up a big man there. McKechnie sends it out to Moyo. Moyo to Runyowa. Runyowa tackles the gain line. He just meets it. Bachelor digs out. Moyo, skip pass out to Tekere. Tekere finds his winger, Sibanda. Sorry, Machaka. Huggins Machaka. Now it's to Moyo. Moyo, and unfortunately it's spilt in the midfield by McKechnie. St. John's now come away with it. Can they do something with the ball? Ball comes out for Stirrup. Stirrup finds his man, Burrell. Burrell taken down high, illegally so by McKechnie. Burrell digs it out, finds his man, Hutchings. Hutchings makes gain line, he comes back inside. Burrell digs it out. Sorry, Burrell receives the ball. Now it's the forwards carrying it up, Kagande. Stirrup.
It's hands.
Burrell. And it's an intercept pass. And Lubek almost comes away with it. However, there was a penalty advantage. Again, Falcon ruining the day that they are flirting with that.
Lubek read that like a storybook of note there, Jan. But the movement of the ball left and right, I mean, these boys must be absolutely exhausted. But St. John's building the phases. That's what they need. They have to build the phases, get into Falcon's half. Don't make those mistakes. Make sure that you get your territory, get your ball, and then they can put points.
Robbie, would you go for Pauls here? First half?
Absolutely.
100%. With the way that old Stirrup's been kicking.
You've got to do it.
They've done it, and the wisdom has prevailed, and Tadiwa Majga, the captain himself, has said, nah, let's give it to our little bouncy little Jack Russell.
We didn't have a commentator's curse there.
We have commentator's advice.
Yeah, it's advice.
I tell you what, and with that, Joshua Galant is back on the field. It's Zim. Do we still call him Galant, Rob?
What's it? Gallant.
No, Galant is
Galant,
better.
Galant.
Galant is hardcore.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you are now Galant. His mates can start calling him that. G baby.
G-Force.
G-Force. No, I don't know. I think our mate Graham, he won't like that. That's his nickname.
Well, it's interesting that they've changed the kick here, yeah? Obviously, well, that was my question.
Well, I don't know if that's commentator's curse or if he's just puts it that, but Falcon have decided not to take the 22, and it's hot stepping by Tegere. Tegere's got some speed, and he's got a burst of speed. He's got men outside. We've got, he steps inside. He
Brilliant!
He still has Blume with him.
Brilliant!
He puts one forward toward Tegere.
What a try!
They could go all the way. And I think
Whoa!
referee, what
Damn!
a decision. What exciting,
That could
surprising play.
that could have been the Schoolboy try of the year 2023, up to date.
Well, looks like the referee is not happy with the grounding, and he's called that as half-time, Robbie. What a way to end the first half.
Jan, let me tell you, if that's going to be the part of the second half. Do not go away. Stay tuned. We're here in Harare, St. John's College versus Falcon. 6 points to St. John, 12 to Falcon. Catch you in the second half.
With CBZ Touch, pay for whatever you want. Transacting on the go. With CBZ Touch, a dime bills, take insurance, special loan. With CBZ Touch, pay for whatever you want. Transacting on the go. With CBZ Touch, a dime bills, take insurance, special loan.
I need money. So I'm turning my home into cash. And just like that, I can take my kids to school, do home improvements, or even invest in my business. Maybe you have some unexpected medical bills, or you want to buy a new home. You can get a loan based on the value of your property. Don't sit on money. Get a home equity loan from CBZ today.
Every achievement, every record broken, every standing over the strength of partnerships and growing together. Together, we have collaborated in building roads, offices, homes, and bridges, safeguarding wealth and helping you transact. We have supported what has been. We look ahead towards what can be. And while we can count how long we have been around, our achievements will always be quantified by your success. CBZ, Partners for Success.
CBZ Bank brings you more convenience and more smiles. Introducing CBZ Remit. Now you can send and receive Forex anywhere in Zimbabwe without a bank account. No hassles, no stress. CBZ Remit is safe, secure, fast and reliable. Who can use CBZ Remit? Anyone. CBZ Remit is perfect for both CBZ account holders and non-account holders. To send or collect cash, all you need is your national ID or valid passport. US dollars or rands accepted. Receive your cash at any CBZ branch near you. 40 branches available nationwide for your convenience. CBZ Remit is very affordable. Charges only 2% of the money sent. Send and receive your Forex anywhere in Zimbabwe with CBZ Remit today. CBZ Bank, partners for success.
you're watching from a St. John's perspective, you'll be very frustrated, and rightfully so, because there just doesn't seem to be that energy, Rob. There's a lot of things that their coaches probably would have spoken to them about now. One being the way they're defending. I mean, those hips are shooting diagonally across the field. They're not shutting the space down. And they are giving Moyo, Tekede, and Mube an absolute field day of just opening the gap with a bit of a change of direction.
They have to press, especially Moyo, because he's just creating that havoc. You've got to put up that defense. Even coming in with Tekere and Mube, you've got to get that defense coming up quickly to stop those guys. They're just too good.
Right, Stirrup, he goes for the kick and he gets it nice and deep. Ball comes wide and then it goes to Kere. He gives it a good clearance. There's two men underneath it. Gathered. There, it looks like that might
He's
be...
good. He's good, this kid.
Oh, I'm not too sure who that was. That might have been Doran.
Jamie Doran.
Right, and Hutchings carrying it forward. Hutchings making some yards. Ball dug out by Stirrup. Stirrup finds another one of his forwards, that's Kagande. Kagande making gain line. Stirrup digging it out, back to the forwards. Mela out the back, no, he throws a dummy. It's a good clean out, and Runyoa is just there making an absolute nuisance of himself. And Falcon seem to have been offside yet again. Stevens, ball comes back, St. John's, there's a bit more enterprising plays by them. Looks like it's Majga carrying it forward. Stirrup to Stevens. Stevens trying to recycle the ball. Stirrup digs it out. Finds Hutchings again. Sorry, that's Mela. Good clean by St. John's. St. John's trying to put some phases together. Falcon really getting in the way of the ball and giving away yet a third penalty advantage for them in the same movement, Rob.
Got to go for the poles, Jan. I think it's get those points clicking back up, get up to tie points, and then put the more points on the board. But to me, 12-9, you back in the game.
I tell you what, I agree with you 100% there, Rob. Let's make St. John's, from their perspective, they've got to make Falcon pay for the cynical, ill discipline. And yeah, all of a sudden, if he gets this, it's a 3-point game.
I did notice, I think it was Manya Kara, when he went down there, he just bounced a little bit to let the support come. It was brilliant work, technical, brilliant work, just to give that the clearing out to come in, and then the sealer to put over the ball.
Stirrup slots the ball, he kicks it into the sun, and he slots it with ease. And it's become a 3-point game. So Falcon, they may be playing all the rugby, but St. John's seem to be holding a couple of aces in the form of Falcon throwing away unnecessary cards, Rob.
Well, the question was, Stirrup was hitting the ball so lovely, got 2 kicks over. Then when they got the third kick, he was changed. It could potentially have been 12 all right now. So that was one of the questions that I had. But yeah, he's hitting the ball lovely. And I mean, we've got a game on here, 12-9, Falcon College against St. John's.
Yeah, St. John's playing smart rugby, Falcon playing all the other rugby. And ball gets kicked nice and deep by Tekede. Fielded by Kruger. Kruger, he's got a bit of dancing feet. They're going to have to watch him. He breaks 3 tackles. And then he's eventually wrapped up by McCachnie, the lock. Wonderful how the locks have to break everyone out of jail here, Rob. Ball goes back, fielded by Subanda. Subanda to Tegere.
Here we go.
Tegere looking for a man. He gets it out to Tekere. Tekere with a quick hands, and the ball comes wide. It's now Huggins Machaka. Huggins Machaka carrying it nice and strong. St. John's Oaks all around him. He recycles the ball. He's got McCachnie again there to clean it up. Ball comes out wide. Falcons seem to have a replacement at scrum half. Not sure what's happened to Batchelor. Right, Falcon still in possession of the ball. No, St. John's have turned it over. And it's Manyakara. Manyakara taking it direct to the line, and it's a massive contact in the center, and Falcon yet again.
Well, that was the defense I was talking about, Jan, meeting them in defense, and it was a double hit, and that created the knock-on, and obviously the rest is history. So St. John's stepping up now. They're starting to smell a bit of blood. They're starting to get stuck in, and more points, which could take us to 12 all, which is then now a classic game in the last bit of time to come up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Falcon respond now, because both those penalties are now being felt on the scoreboard, Rob. And Stirrup lines up his 4th kick at goal with 100% success rate so far.
Oh, when it counts.
I tell you what, Rob, he's got a beautiful technique, eh?
When it
Keeps
counts.
that head nice and still. He doesn't run up to it too fast, and he slots it. And that's the best analysis you'll ever get from a lock forward judging someone on their
Well,
kicks.
that's what you want in winning rugby, is your kicker to get his kicks. That's 4 out of 4 for him.
I'm actually quite surprised to see how close to the 10-meter line St. John's are for the kickoff receipt, Rob. Oh, it's a bit of a flat kick by Tekede. And he gets the added bonus of St. John's touching the ball. So it's a Falcon throw-in. Now we're in the right area of the field for Falcon. St. John's, an error. Hopefully it doesn't cost them. Maybe they can regather their thoughts and clear this, because they found that every bit of play in Falcon's territory is potential penalty and points.
Well, danger zone, yeah, in the 22. Falcon ball.
Ball comes down, bounces. I think St. John's may come away with it. And Huntsman Greaves throwing away some oaks there. And it's a charge down. Falcon putting a lot of pressure in defense. They're getting brutal in the contact situation. St. John's trying to get it away. Get it out to Burrell. Burrell pumps it forward. Straight down the throat of Machaka. Machaka throws it into Tegere. Tegere, he's got some footwork. And Moyo chasing the kick. Moyo up against Machenga Uta. Machenga Uta has done well. Burrell, sorry, Stirrup.
We've got Tegere down as well.
Tegere is down, looks like he's got cramp. And it's a powerful crash by Sibanda. Sibanda taking it forward. He's got some support there. Referee, and now St. John's with their turn to give away a penalty. Oh, and it's a high shot, not 10. That could be cynical, Rob.
Oh, the discipline.
And the referee's got an itchy pocket, and he shows that man some cheese. Off he goes. It's Mela. That was a bit silly on his part, Robbie.
That's a bit unfortunate. I think he was just trying to buy a bit of time there and try and slow it down a bit, but unfortunately the ref is too sharp.
I know you can't do that,
Discipline.
especially with a high shot. So it's a double whammy, because not only was he not 10, he also hit him high. And Falcon, they will be ruining this now, because one of their main men, Tikere, is down. It looks like he might have rolled his ankle.
Well, the pressure comes on now, Jan. You're looking at within the 22. This is brought to you by CBZ Bank. Catch us on Kara Sports.
Well, Tikere looks like he's going to try and shake it off. Will a substitution be made? There's no Falcon medic there, but the ambulance staff have said so. Anyway, as the play continues, Falcon seem to be coming away with the ball after their own line-out. Ball's at the back. The replacement scrum off. Should we call him Joost van der Westhuizen? Yeah, I think that's an amped name, because we don't have a name for him, so we're making up one as we go. Van der Westhuizen and scrum off. Actually, should we call him South Shangani? That would be more apt. Right, South Shangani is now the scrum off. St. John's blown for pulling it down.
Yeah, and whoever wins this game is going to need to have the discipline. You've got to make sure that your discipline is there. The way Stirrup is kicking, get into Falcon's half and then put the points. Similar, the way Moyo's playing, you've got to watch out, because he will score from you.
Well, this is some smart play by Falcon. They know that St. John's is a man down in the scrum, so maybe they can just start milking penalties with an extra man advantage at scrum time. Reset scrum.
Excellent crowd out here. Excellent crowd supporting their local teams, as much as parents travelled from all over. Falcon.
Right, and South Shangani feeds the ball, finds Moyo. Moyo to Ngube. Ngube back to Moyo. Moyo knocks it on. And St. John's trying to get all over that ball. Yeah, a little error is costing Falcon some field position potentially. However, they are a man down in the scrum, so Falcon might not mind it too much.
Not only is Moyo quick, can step, can do everything, he ran, he got hammered there, and he bounced the guy right off. He's also powerful.
Where do these guys keep digging them out there?
He is just incredible. Certainly, I've got to be honest, Jan, the find at number 10 that I'm seeing here in Zimbabwe right now, what I've seen in the last 3 months, I'm putting my head on the block. I think he is
Ball off 8, 9, 15, and now it looks like it's the fullback Doran. Doran, he gets an offload. Falcon have made to scramble in defense. Finds Majga. Recycle ball. Stirrup. There's an overlap.
Here we go.
Now it's to Kruger. Kruger's got wheels. Can Kruger get around? And Kruger takes on the man. He takes a direct route to get a man outside. Falcon rolling over the wrong side of the ball. And they take the line side. And Stirrup gets the try to get St. John's into the lead.
Giddy up, St. John's. It's Stirrup time. Wow. Just as we were talking from one side of the field, Jan, bang. It was actually Thomas Judson who took that big hit up number 6 midfield, Jan. And then just the play, and Stirrup looked up, saw the gap.
Outstanding rugby
The rest
there by
is
St. John's.
history.
Outstanding, Robbie. And I
brilliant.
mean, they've played very, very patient rugby. They've put the phases together, and with that, it looks like Tegere has taken back to the field after his temporary substitution.
You know, is this what St. John's needs? Just that little bit of inspiration, that little bit of vuma, just to say, guys, now it's time.
I do believe that St. John's are on the right track now, Rob. And Falcon, after 4 penalties at goal, they were dominating all the rugby, and you know, you'd think that a slip up like that, they'd still be in the lead, but St. John's are making them pay.
Well, let's talk about a clawback. I mean, St. John's just showing incredible tenacity and incredible courage to come back. And that young man, Stirrup, he's kicked 4 penalties.
Yeah, he's missed his first one for the day, Rob.
We're just going to watch the replay. Yeah, you look at that. He has been outstanding, Jamie Duran.
No one watching the blind.
And that is a US van der Vesta, isn't that what you used to see back in the day?
That is exactly the one there, Rob. Right, Falcon are a little bit sluggish to get back to the halfway line. And they need to generate some energy. St. John's, the momentum sitting with them at the moment. Oh,
Jan Stefan Kruger's been outstanding as well for St. John's.
He is an absolute bull. A very, very lean, little unassuming guy. But I tell you what, he's got some zessa. Zessa's probably the wrong thing because we don't have zessa in this country. He's got some oomph.
Well, CBZ Bank bringing you the oomph here.
Okay,
it's exciting stuff.
Falcon have got a penalty in front of the poles. And they look like they're going to start repaying St. John's with their penalty woes as they head towards the poles for a penalty kick. And Tekede looking to turn this game into a 3-point game, Rob.
Well, Jan, just for those viewers, you can catch us on Kairos Sports on all social media, on Facebook, as well as...
Falcon not very happy with that. There seems to be a bit of confusion because some of them thought that he got it. Anyways, Stirrup. He takes the drop kick. Kicks it far back to South Shangani. South Shangani finds Machaka. Machaka carrying it far. And look at the carry by that man. He's absolute beast on the wing. Falcon supporting 2 absolutely massive Jonah Lomu type wings. South Shangani eventually finds Moyo. And it's back to Machaka, who's got out there somehow. And there was a high shot. They're looking to go quick. Ball take it quickly. It's that man Mukumba.
He's had a good game.
Mukumba picks it up and goes again. Taking a second time, he's got support. South Shangani digs it out, finds Moyo. Moyo back onto the inside, finds Mawere. Mawere carries it nicely. St. John's flying in from the side. That might be a penalty. No, they get away with it. Moyo comes in a scrum off to Greaves. Greaves to McKechnie. McKechnie flings it outside to one of his centres. I think that was Nube who took it in. Ball comes out. McKechnie going the direct route. Oh, and McKechnie is met in defence. I think that's Stevens. No, it's not touching.
Samuel Edwards again.
And now it's Nube. Nube's got some men on the outside. Nube flicks it out to Tegede. Tegede could go all the way. Tegede barges one and he scores in the corner. Falcon College. Oh, and we've got a bit of unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh, a place like Falcon.
Well, it was that delay pass from 13. It was Tekede, and he just delayed that pass slightly, and that was what created the doubt with the defense. And wow, game on.
Right, well, we've got a bit of
Game
tension.
on.
We've got a bit of tension building up over that drop. It's not nice to see at this level. The Schoolboy, they're going to have to clean that up. Referee having a chat with both captains, rightfully so. Tekede is going to have to go and apologize. I don't know what was said there, but the referee's having none of it.
I don't know what they feed the guys in Matabele land, but it's certainly well fed.
By the looks of things, they feed them shoners.
You got to be careful. Game here in Harare.
Right, it looks like Tekede is lining up his kick. It's a good strike, Rob. It's a very good strike, Rob. It's banged through the middle, and Tekede extends the lead.
Let's just watch this replay again of the try. You can see great hands, Ngube, and then just that delayed pass to brilliance by Tekede. The delayed pass by Ngube was what drew in two defenders, and then that was the outside pass.
And it's kicked nice and deep again by Stirrup, received by Falcon. Looks like it's McKechnie who takes it into contact. South Shangani flicks it out. It looks like it was possibly could have been Ngube who pumped that kick downfield. Right, and now St. John's turn to start going down.
Here we go.
And it's Kruger. Kruger's on the outside. Can Kruger get around?
Brilliant!
Oh, it's wonderful defense by a prop forward, Robbie.
Brilliant
That
stuff.
is what makes it unbelievable. It's the captain, Huntsman Greaves, who gets his hands on Stefan Kruger.
And Kruger's got this change in pace and power. Let me tell you, Greaves did outstanding to get across there, but that was close.
I tell you what,
That was close.
Stefan Kruger has got some butter toe on him, my friend, because there's some zessa coming down that wing. He was definitely flicking his lower trotter.
Well, I think the last prop we saw doing that was Beast, the cross cover.
Yeah, that was
Tendai
outstanding.
Maturira.
Absolutely outstanding. Okay, and Runyowa throwing in his line out. Falcon, they go to the front and they keep it simple. Ball comes a little bit loose. McKechnie cleans it up. Brebner won the line out. Ball comes out. South Shangani finds, it looks like it might have been Ngube, and the referee has deemed that St. John's were offside. So now not only will that kick be retaken, but the throw-in will be a Falcon throw-in wherever it goes out. It's a bit of a territorial blunder there by St. John's.
Territorial blunder when you 17-19, 2 points down. You have to be disciplined.
Rob, I must say, that, you know, Falcon have played all the rugby, but look at the scoreboard. St. John's are right in there. They're within sniffing distance. And they've given that ball a lot of air for not much ground gain.
Not much ground. Runyowa to feed from Falcon. It was a good two ball there, the last one. Jan?
Will they go simple again? It's a one-man lift by St. John's. It would be wise to go to the front. Action beats reaction. What are they going to do? They're going to do exactly that. St. John's can't compete with that. South Shangani feeds it to Moyo. Moyo looking to get it out to his wings. Oh, and it's a drop ball by Ngube. Ngube, oh, butter fingers. St. John's, the crowd is going absolutely moggy.
This game is just, the unexpected is just becoming the unexpected and unexpected.
And I tell you what, it's that time of the day where Doug Trivella walks past in a pair of skin-tight chino pants. I don't know, they made them that tight, Robbie.
I'm not part of this, Doug.
They almost painted
I am
on.
part of this discussion. Game on, Falcon 19 and St. John's 17.
Those with skin-tight pants, Robbie, I tell you what, you'd need a bit of a tan to darken that shade.
There's a brilliant attacking opportunity here, Jan.
Don't take me away from Doug's pants. Right, St. John's feeding the ball. Ball comes out for Stirrup. Stirrup finds Burrell. Burrell out to his centers. Oh, it's good footwork by Majga, who's come off his wing into the center. Stirrup finds Kruger. Kruger, he can't find his fullback, Doran. Doran spills it, picked up by Moyo. Moyo is cleaned up by McKechnie. Looks like it's a side entry. They're going to have to be careful there, Samuel Edwards. Right, and Tigere. Tigere pumps it forward, chased there by Sibanda. Sibanda misses his man. Now St. John's, the counter-attack could be on. Can he get around Tigere? Tigere goes high.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's cynical. That could be a card, Robbie.
That's certainly...
It could be a card and even a penalty try.
It's calling for a card. And as you say, was he on the way to a try?
Oh, okay, but there is now... I don't know what is happening. Are the touch judges chatting to each other? I can see Derek Chiwara out of his box. Something's going on. No, referee has deemed that there was no advantage. He'd blown the whistle, so it happened after the whistle. Oh, it's all happening here in Harare.
Exciting stuff.
Rolf Valley is alive.
Absolutely. Let's just watch the incident again. What happened there? Was he going to get away?
Okay, it's a bit of a jersey grab, so it's not exactly a high shot. It still looks pretty bad though, Rob. However, it did happen after the whistle. And it's quite...
full speed.
How's that for a sunset, Rob? I mean, we've got it all here. We've got rugby, sunset, river water.
Well, in the background, you can see the sun is just the color is starting to change. We still haven't hit pure winter yet, Jan, in Zim.
I have to also give a shout out to our man who's commentating that side in MASH East, TC. Hey, TC, I hope you're doing a good job there. And I hope the viewers aren't changing channel to ours. Right, ball gets fed by South Shangani. South Shangani digs it out. Finds one of his members. I think that might be Mube. Mube pumps it down the middle of the field. No, it's down the right-hand side. Oh, what a tackle. Mube, he chases it down. And then there's an offside from a knock-on. Falcon, they have definitely got their tails up here.
Well, Jan, when you're in this position, you put the nail in the coffin, I would have gone for the kick, but...
well, let's see what they do. It hasn't. The fat lady hasn't started barking her hymns yet. No, they're looking to Machaka. Machaka. He's got a very educated boot on him. Machaka with the left foot. Does he find touch? He does indeed. It's a good touch as well. In front of the grandstand where my boss is watching. Boss, I hope you're enjoying it. That side we can see you. There you are. There you are. Oh yeah, in the bright orange shirt. No names mentioned.
Cool hat.
He's got a very cool hat, eh? It's a nice safari hat, Rob. Right, Bonnie knocks the ball on from a bit of a poor pass off the top of the line out. Ball comes backwards. Is that a knock on? Referee is deemed it is. Knocked on by Sibanda.
Well, it doesn't get any better than this for St. John's. It's they got their tails up now. You can see Derek Chua absolutely fuming.
Animated, and that's 2 errors in a row. One, the scrum half, he should be taking those. And I do feel for the young lad because he is old Bachelor's replacement who's come on to try and make a difference, and poor old South Shangani, a man who will not be named, for we have no idea what his name is.
Yeah, unfortunately we got you number 15, no other names.
Derek Chiwara, very animated. He's done an exceptional job with Falcon. This is his 2nd year in charge, and you can see his system starting to... Right, so apologies there. Rob, apparently we've been calling the wrong person on the wrong number for the whole game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sibanda is 12.
Sibanda is 12, and Mube is on the wing.
Jamie, get your timing of Plato. Run short to
Tekede is 12.
So Tekede is 12 and Mube is 13.
Yeah.
So we've been giving the wrong guy props. So apologies for that. Oh, and Kruger gets given a forward pass, and there's a bit of an argy-bargy. No, he runs into one of his mates. That's fine. He gets a stroke on the shoulder. It's all good.
Well, to clear that up, Tekede is playing 12 and Ngobe is playing 13. Look, we've been impressed with 10, 12, 13 and 14. They've been outstanding. And Tegeria at the full back has also been really good for Falcon. But what can Rams pull out? What can they dig? How can they dig deep?
They know this field better than anyone.
Absolutely.
It is the high felt. Falcon will be sucking air at the moment. It's towards the end of the game. Can their fitness hold up? Rob, it's the usual story how the Springboks operate in South Africa. Everyone talks about the high felt. Well, Harare is pretty high. Right, South Shangani. Good ball to Moyo. Oh, it's a bit of a tap down, and everyone's on side. So St. John's come away with the ball in Falcon's territory. They go for a pick and go. It's a good clean by Edwards. Oh, Edwards grabs him around the neck. He's lucky to get away with that under the watchful eye of Falcon. Come away with the ball, and Mube looks to go quickly. No, referee has deemed that they're not back 10. So St. John's, it's a bit of negative play. Rob, is this where you go for poles again?
Well, they're just trying to take it quickly.
Moyo,
but
out to Mube. Mube crashing it forward. Dug out by South Shangani. South Shangani to Moyo. Moyo sends Ndlovu into the defensive line. Good tackle by St. John's. South Shangani. Ball bounces out, picked up by Sibanda, who was at Machaka. Machaka carries it. Recycle. South Shangani, he's got to clear that ball. Gets the ball out, Moyo to Burton. Burton recycles. Oh, and Brebner can't get rid of the poacher, and now it's a race on. Ball goes back. Tigere. Tigere's got a man outside, and Tigere's going to try and go by himself. Oh, and he doesn't have anyone to clean. Is the ball going to be turned over? St. John's is flooding the ruck. There's hands in that ruck. Oh, and the referee deems that it's all okay. Get tackled into touch, and St. John's look like it's about to burst out there. It's our man Galant.
Well, this game has been tight the whole game, and you can see that the pressure is getting to both teams. They've just got to keep their cool. It's been an excellent game. It's been one of the incredible spectacles of rugby here in Harare and certainly in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, it's been outstanding. Right, and the referee chatting to the coaches. I think it's getting a little bit vocal out there. Right, linesman getting involved. I'm not sure what the story is, but it's the discipline is deteriorating a bit, Robbie.
I think it's just the pressure. The pressure is building on both teams. I mean, it's 2 points in it. It is, if I'm not mistaken, it is St. John's ball.
I think it's a Falcon line-out. St. John's
Falcon line-out, okay.
I love the scrum cap in the top row there. Right? Scrum cap with a number one outfit. That is how you do it.
It's kind of like saying, "Let me in, coach."
No, coach, pick me.
give me my turn.
Stand out in the crowd, they said. Okay, so the referee having a chat, or the substitutions en masse. So he's got Huntsman Greaves with him, and he's having a chat. Looks like that is Huggins Machaka.
Yeah. He's had a good game as Greaves, the captain.
He has. Huggins
Number 3.
Machaka getting a chatting to. What do you think is happening there, Rob?
I'm not sure if it potentially another high tackle.
Oh, he's been given a yellow, so that'll be a penalty to St. John's. I'm not sure exactly what's been said or seen. We're going to get indication from a ref now.
Well, that's
It's a high
Sibanda.
tackle.
Sibanda's out here.
Is it Sibanda?
Yeah.
It is Sibanda.
11.
Right, so now have St. John's got the legs to get it over the poles. We don't know how much time is left on the clock. There can't be much left. We're surely within the last 5 minutes or so, Rob.
So the clock ticking down.
St.
St. John's got to be licking their lips and saying, "Come on, boys."
I don't know if I would have done that, Rob. Falcon have got a full contingent of forwards, and now they're one man down in the backs.
Yeah.
You try and find a way to isolate that. Definitely a full line.
Could have maybe taken it upfield in the middle and try and get the penalty.
They've gone for a 5-man line out. They've thrown to the front. Greaves. No, and it's a Kokai throw. Unfortunately, Allmate in the front. We're not sure what his name is. He's also a substitution. He has done well to catch that ball, but it was crooked.
So that ball going forward.
Now Falcon, are they just
Skew
going to slow
throw.
it down? What would you do, Rob? Again, would you just
Certainly,
play
I would
off
slow it down. Even 8 pickup, slow it totally down.
in the wrong area of the field, though, so Falcon probably might have to clear it.
Bang it, yeah, bang it down.
Bang it close to a touchline so your forwards can defend.
But you never know with Moyo. He's dangerous.
It's unpredictable. Right, Falcon leading 2 points. There are probably about 3 minutes left in this game. South Shangani finds Moyo. No, it's not Moyo. And it's pumped downfield. It's not the greatest of kicks, but it's a good chase by Falcon. They're putting pressure on St. John's, and there's a knock-on. So it's a wonderful chase. And a good chase has turned a very, very average kick into a...
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty much like if you look at the Springboks, you're kicking it, putting the pressure, and trying to get that turnover or trying to make the mistakes, and that's exactly what happened there.
I suppose it's nothing worse, Rob. Especially if the guy knows that he's playing a psychological game, and you just do that heavy breathing as you're about to get the oak, and you just check him sweating. Bullets flying out of his forehead.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're certainly enjoying it, yeah. It's exciting stuff. Falcon 19, St. John's 17, literally a couple of minutes to go.
Rob, how's your river water doing?
Very slow.
Yeah, we'll pick it up soon. Okay, South Shangani feeds it. He wastes no time in getting it out. And I think that's Tekede who's pumped it downfield. It's a good kick, and it's picked up by Doran. Doran goes for a bit of a return kick, fielded well. I think that's South Shangani who fielded it. Now it's Greaves. Greaves drops down his tipper. And Falcon trying to play a territorial game. Tekede kicks it forward. Tekede steps his man, and that man is still going.
Oh,
Now
here
the
we
ball
go.
comes back this way, and it's a good tackle by Runyoa. Runyoa
Massive.
gets cleaned off in the back. Shot forward by Ndlovu. Oh, and now
Here
there's
we go.
Spanish on the outside. Can Kruger get around his back? Kruger gets around one. Can Kruger get around his second? Kruger, he doesn't get away from Moyle. The offloads. The offload is good. Falcon still trying to get their hands on the ball. Is that a turnover ball?
Oh,
Doug Trevella, you can see him very animated in his pants.
what a game.
What a game. St.
Pick and
John's
go.
on the Falcon line. Can they win this game? Falcon are going to have to dig deep to stop them. St. John's throwing the kitchen sink. Ball comes out. Dug out by Stirrup. Stirrup to Burrell.
Here we go.
Burrell goes wide.
Here
St.
we
John's
go.
has gone under the post. Is that the ball
Right
game? It's an
time.
unbelievable work try by St. John's with the man in the bin. And they go absolutely berserk next to us, Robbie.
Pandemonium at St. John's. They needed this win. They needed this, and they've got it.
And I see Huntsman.
Brilliant.
Huntsman Greaves is bleating with.
Panic if that wasn't given. Well, talk about clawing your way back. Talk about your back against the wall. 2 games, back-to-back losses. This young man has been outstanding, scoring a try. This potentially will be his 5th.
St. John's extend their lead to 5 points. It's manic here. There's a lot of screaming. People that are very happy next to us.
We all know that in rugby it can change in a split second. They've got to keep complacent. They've got to keep structured. For Falcon, played
Right.
deep.
Falcon a bit of a vurvuruskop. Fielded there by the blue scrum cap. I think that is Thomas Judson. Stirrup comes out under pressure by South Shangani. Stirrup goes back for a little bit more. Right, Tekede goes in for a tackle. Falcon's defensive structure has fallen apart. Majga. St. John's running around. It's absolute mayhem.
Munyakara!
Muyakara with the wheels, and he scores under the poles to seal this game.
Zimbabwe Schoolboy Rugby at your best.
How's that for all of a sudden a turnaround, Robbie?
From a
St. John's
1917 to a 29-19 within 5 to 10 minutes.
I could see Doug Trevella clenching his glutes as he punched the air, and I thought his trousers would rip.
Well,
Wonderful run there by St. John's, and they have literally turned this game on its head.
yeah, and you know when they say rugby wins the game, this is a day where rugby's won the game. Incredible work by Falcon. Incredible how St. John's has just clawed their way back.
Right, and can you believe there is still time on the clock?
Surely.
So
I
who
don't know if
is
my nerves
going
can
to
handle.
have the last laugh here? 31-19, apologies. And the score is definitely not a true reflection of this game, Rob. It's a lot closer than that. In there, played the smart rugby, and they will be rewarded at the end of this game because I cannot imagine there's much time.
Well, I
Right,
think
ball gets kicked deep. And there seems to be a bit of a swarm of activity around us here.
yeah, when the in whistle goes, yeah, there's going to be pandemonium. The St. John's supporters.
St. John's knocked it on. Falcons still have opportunity to score here. How much time is left? My boss has got the most stunning hat. Do you reckon I'll get a raise for that comment, Robbie?
I think it's going down, but I think he's just been demoted.
They are seeing off 90s. Oh, there was a buffalo. Saw that man in the black shirt.
The pressure's on you, Jan.
Right, South Shangani feeds it out to Moyo. Moyo skips past that. Moyo's through a gap. Moyo, could he go all the way? Moyo is going all the way. Moyo scores under the poles. Falcon come back.
Did he?
How much time is left in this game?
Did he knock it on there? Oh, that's a
Oh,
wrap.
he's knocked it on. The referee has deemed that's it.
It's been an incredible game here at St. John's. St. John's clawing their way back, 31 points to 19. Jan, our man of the match.
Robbie, I must say, Amoyo at Falcon has had an outstanding outing. He's really turned the game for Falcon. However, we cannot leave out Tied Stirrup. Tied Stirrup from St. John's. He slotted all his kicks and he has been the decisive vote. He even scored a try in the corner. He has had an outstanding outing.
Absolutely, Jan. Thank you very much. Thank you to our viewers across globe. St. John's College going up against Falcon College. Incredible game.